One of his early fights is no exception, his bout with Marvis Frazier in 1986. At that time, Marvis was a promising boxer, with a record of 16-1. Everyone expected a legendary spectacle from the fight. Tyson moved his opponent into a corner and delivered a right uppercut, followed by a series of 5 powerful blows. Frazier falls, and the referee starts counting. Only 30 seconds have passed from the start of the fight, and Marvis was unconscious. The referee stops counting. It took several minutes for Frazier to come to his senses. It's not without good reason that this hard knockout is called one of the most spectacular in Iron Mike's career.
The 6th fight, which took place on April 19, 1961, was against Lamar Clark. Cassius took him down already in the 2nd round.
In September 1986, Mike Tyson entered the ring against Alfonso Ratliff. The fight against Alfonso was the last before Mike's first championship title fight with Trevor Berbick. Tyson quickly figured out his rival, demonstrating the brilliant technique that distinguished him from his early years in the professional ring. After waiting a moment, Mike dodges to the left and throws a powerful left hook into Ratliff's jaw. Alfonso falls to the floor. He gets up on one knee and waits until the referee counts to 9 before he stands. Mike rushes to finish the fight and shoots a series of 8 hits. Ratliff barely escapes in the clinch. After the referee separates the fighters, Tyson begins beating Ratliff near the ropes and ends up finishing him in the 2nd round.
Looking very closely, and that's all. It's over. The bicycle had a flat tire.
The next knockout didn't happen until the 9th fight. His opponent was Alex Mitif of Armenia, and the result was a technical knockout in round 6.
Tyson's strength is both impressive and terrifying. Our next example is the fight with Trevor Berbick in November of '86. At that time, Trevor was the reigning heavyweight champion of the world. At the end of the 1st round, Berbick is on the verge of a knockout. He has already missed several incoming hard punches, but is still on his feet. At the beginning of the 2nd round, Tyson knocks him down and continues the attack with an uppercut to the jaw, then a left hook to the head. Berbick tries 3 times to get up, but keeps falling back to the floor. The referee stops the fight. The result is a technical knockout, making Tyson the youngest world heavyweight champion.
Following fights of Clay were all KOs. This time it was unlucky for the German Willy Bezmenov, who fought bravely but lost by TKO in the 7th. The referee rushed him, and Clay's opponent was ready to continue the fight.
In the fight with Pinklin Thomas on May 30th, 1987, this was especially noticeable. By this time, Pinklin had only 1 loss on his record, to Trevor Berbick, who was defeated by Tyson earlier. The fight began with an explosion of side hits from Mike, but Pinklin resisted. Thomas lasted until the 6th round when Tyson threw a devastating series of uppercuts and hooks with both hands, dropping Thomas to the canvas. It was a brutal and absolute victory. In his autobiography, Tyson later said that he hit Pinklin with everything he had, not caring what would happen to him.
The 11th fight of Cassius Clay, again by TKO. His opponent, Sonny Banks, was a middle-ranked boxer who did not hold out against the would-be champion in the 4 rounds. And yet the referee, it seems to me, was in a hurry. Clay's opponent was ready to continue the duel.
Ruby Goldstein is stopping the fight.
In 1988, this was perhaps the most important event in the world of professional boxing. Tickets cost more than $1,500, and such celebrities as Madonna, Oprah Winfrey, and Sylvester Stallone came to see the spectacle. The hall was full of stars.
Normally have been in the past. Now watch Tyson jump right into his chest.
In the middle of the first round, Tyson throws an uppercut to the chin using a right hook. Spinks falls. The referee counts to 3, and he rises. A powerful left-right combination to the head, and Spinks again is lying on the canvas. 91 seconds into round 1, and the fight is over. The fight became not only known for its short duration, but also for the staggering fees paid to the boxers, $22 million and $13.5 million. The Ring magazine named this one-round fight the Fight of the Year.
Instinct as a champion and as a winner was to try to fight back.
In his 14th fight, Billy Daniels was defeated. The referee stopped the fight quite unexpectedly, and the audience was unhappy.
That's all. Mark Taunt is stopping it.
This was Cash's 6th consecutive technical knockout, only this time in the 7th instead of his favorite 4th round.
Many of Tyson's opponents were knocked out for the first time in fights with him. The same happened in the fight with another boxing icon, Larry Holmes. Before the start of the fight, Holmes insulted Tyson several times, and this did not set well with Tyson. During the fight, Iron Mike showed animal aggression in all its glory. The fight ended in the 4th round, delivering an extremely humiliating defeat for Holmes, who was knocked down 3 times. In the end, after the knockout, Larry had an episode of fainting and shock. He needed a doctor to get up. Larry Holmes subsequently considered this fight his only defeat and called Tyson a real champion.
This time around, Clay fought the legendary Archie Moore. However, the boxing legend, who came to this fight only for the money, was almost 49 years old at the time. Naturally, he had little chance against the fast young Clay. Cassius had predicted his victory in the 4th round, and he made sure it had come true. The former champion lost the fight by TKO.
Moore is sent to the canvas again by a barrage of punches. Ripping punches by Cassius Clay, and it's all over. Clay wins by a 4th round knockout.
The hard way back was the name given to Tyson's fight with Alex Stewart. After suffering a defeat in the fight with Buster Douglas, losing his title and damaging his reputation, Tyson actively tried to restore both, and he succeeded. 10 seconds into the fight, and Stewart was knocked down with 2 speedy right punches. He got up on the count of 5 and was knocked down again about a minute in.
That was a flush, right? Taking a good look at Cappuccino. He's going to let him go. 3 knockdown rule is in effect. Stewart goes down again. It's over.
A quick left hook at 2.5 minutes marked the 3rd knockdown. With this, Tyson won by a technical knockout. Another brilliant victory on his way back to the top.
Well, Stewart said that Tyson was a mountain he had to climb. He just got knocked off that mountain. He just didn't have the style, Jim, unlike Douglas, to test the vulnerability of Tyson.
Yeah, he's not nearly the technician that Douglas was when Douglas was good.
Early in the...
Clay easily defeated his next opponent, Charlie Powell, knocking him out in the 3rd round in his home ring in Louisville. The following bouts were much more challenging. After his tough fight against Doug Jones, where the judges controversially gave the victory to Cassius,
August 1995. Tyson's fighting style had changed. His peekaboo style was replaced with a stronger punch and attack and more caution on approach and defense. His first successful fight after prison was with Buster Mathis Jr., an undefeated boxer at the time. The start of the fight was rather slow. Buster successfully evaded punches and used dodge and clinch tactics for the first 2 rounds. Despite this, the 3rd round was completed with a series of the strongest uppercuts from Tyson. Mathis fell to the canvas. The referee counted to 10, a victory by knockout for Tyson.
Mike, did you expect him to come straight at you the way he did? Did you expect him to try and crowd you and walk into your power?
I expect him to do many things. I expect him to move around, run because he's able to do that, and I expect him to smother me because he's been very successful. But I'm very familiar with his style of fighting. I was raised, and I'm the best at that style of fighting. I know every move he was making. That's how come when I did a couple of particular moves, he was stunned. He didn't expect them.
his next fight was no less difficult against Henry Cooper of Great Britain. The fight took place at Wembley and gathered an impressive crowd of 55,000. A few seconds before the bell in the 4th round, Cooper sent Clay into a hard knockdown. Clay's seconds went up for a ruse to get more time to recover. They tore Clay's glove in between rounds. Cooper opened up a severe dissection in the 5th round, and the referee stopped the fight.
It's round 5. And now he's slipping in, and I think this is it. The towel has come in from Cooper's corner, and Tommy Little's looking at it.
In September 1996, Tyson's fight with Bruce Seldon was one of the shortest heavyweight title fights in boxing history, lasting only 1 minute and 49 seconds. Tyson immediately attacked aggressively. Seldon tried to throw a flurry of left jab punches and used his signature tactics, but Tyson easily dodged the attack. In the middle of the round, Seldon was knocked down with a left hook, followed immediately by a straight right. The boxer got up to the count of 8 and continued the fight, but was again knocked down by a left hook. Bruce got back to his feet but lost his balance. Referee Richard Steele stopped the fight and awarded Tyson the win by TKO, making him a 3-time world heavyweight champion.
Seconds were left and he was not going to weather the storm. If he came out, he'd have been flat. I mean, flat. He had nothing left.
The next fight was the toughest of Cash's career, as he was to face world champion Sonny Liston.
Very tricky left lead, left jab. They might be stopping it. That might be all, ladies and gentlemen. Get up there, Joe. Get up there. Get up in the ring.
Without difficulty defeating Liston and becoming the new world champion, Cassius Clay joined the Nation of Islam. He took his new name, Muhammad Ali.
One of these fights was with Francois Botha. Mike had been preparing for only a month and a half, apparently underestimating his opponent. Botha had the advantage during the first 4 rounds and led over Tyson, who seemed to be unsure of himself. Several times the fight went past the bell, and the fighters had to be separated, and points were detracted. Botha began to taunt Tyson, which angered him. Francois was sure of his victory until, in the 5th round, a short right blow from Tyson sent Botha to the canvas. A brilliant knockout turned the fight around.
Tyson has returned. One right hand equals neutralizes everything that was happening to him. That's what happens when you got a great.
His next opponent was Floyd Patterson, a very famous and strong boxer. Patterson then had 43 wins and 4 defeats, 2 of which were by the same Sonny Liston. Before the fight, Ali said that he was not going to knock out his opponent, but to declare Patterson for a long time before the eyes of the audience. And so it happened. Only in the 12th round did the champion begin to box at his full power, land a few accurate strong punches, and the referee stopped the fight, registering the technical knockout.
And that's it. Referee Krause stops the fight. 2 minutes, 18 seconds of round 12. TKO.
January 2000, Tyson fights in Europe against the champion of Great Britain, Julius Frank.
In his second fight against Sonny Liston, Ali took out the mighty boxer suspiciously, doing it in the first round already, which caused controversy and conspiracies. However, for more details about these scandalous fights, see our video on our other channel.
The right hand shot on the chin.
Obey my instructions. Shake hands. Good luck to you both.
This is where Iron Mike's famous aggression came into play. The fight began with a powerful hook from Tyson, with which he knocked Lou down. Lou got up, but Mike rushed to finish him off. The referee tried to stop the fight, but Tyson got so carried away that he hit the referee in the back of the head. The fighters were separated, and Tyson was awarded victory by a technical knockout.
Continues. Coyle's trying to stop
The same Henry Cooper who sent Mohammed into a heavy knockdown at Wembley decided to try to do it again, only this time to finish the fight with a victory. It didn't work out. The 24-year-old Ali sent Cooper to a technical knockout in the 6th round. Although the fight was again stopped due to a cut on Cooper's body, Ali's victory was undeniable this time.
So it's all over.
Everyone expected the fight with Polish boxer Andrew Golota to be aggressive, since both fighters were known for rough tactics. Golota was known for low blows, and Tyson for fighting after the bell. Tyson started the fight with his characteristic aggression. Golota made good use of the left jab and his height advantage. In the last 30 seconds, Tyson threw several strong punches, one of which hit the target. Next, another powerful right cross, and Golota was on the floor, bleeding from a cut over his left eye. After the first round, Golota twice asked his trainer to stop the fight. Between the second and third rounds, Golota told his corner that he would not continue and began walking around the ring. Despite the encouragement of his coach and attendants, Golota refused to continue the fight. After the third bell, the referee raised Tyson's hand, a technical knockout. Spectators would remember this spectacle for a long time.
Ali had his next fight again in London. He defended his title by defeating Brian London in 3 rounds. Mohammed ended the fight with spectacular punches, pinning London to the ropes.
Ali moving in on London. A fuselage of punches by Muhammad Ali. London goes down.
October 2001, another fight outside the U.S. The fight was with the Danish fighter Brian Nielsen, who was known as one of the dirtiest fighters. 25,000 spectators came to watch this fight. From the first round, Nielsen was under a hail of blows from Tyson. In the third round, Tyson hit Nielsen below the belt, clearly causing him great pain. The fight resumed, but the situation did not change. And after the 6th round, Nielsen refused to continue the fight. An impressive fee of $13 million and a technical knockout again went to Iron Mike.
On September 10, 1966, the fight was held in Frankfurt, Germany, for the 6th defense of the title against local champion Karl Mildenberger. Mohammed won by TKO in the 12th round.
Courage alone, Mildenberger is. Now the nose is bleeding. The straight right. Oh! Teddy Walton is stopping this bout. It's a technical knockout.
The last knockout in Tyson's professional career was in a fight with Clifford Etienne on February 22, 2003. Etienne at the time was one of the most spectacular boxers of the early 2000s, according to The Ring. There were rumors about Tyson's poor physical fitness, and reporters were constantly looking for new gossip. The fight was one of the shortest held by Tyson. After a rather slow start, he threw a right hook that knocked Clifford to the floor. The referee counted to 10, but Etienne was still on the floor. At 49 seconds of the first round, Etienne was knocked out, concluding Mike's legendary knockouts.
Mike
Ali could not knock out his opponents in 5 fights in a row, among which was Mohammed's second career loss, the offender being Ken Norton. But Ali, in which almost no one believed, gave a crazy fight against the terrible and unbeaten George Foreman. By the 8th round, George lost his last strength, and Ali, right before the signal for the end of the round, made a right-left-right combination that shocked the young champion. He was on the ropes. Then Mohammed made a precise attack that sent Foreman to the floor of the ring. It was a great fight.
Another sneaky right hand. This time he works over the shoulder of Foreman.
The last knockout of Muhammad Ali was carried out in his 54th fight. After this fight, the champion slowly gave up, even though he had won 3 more fights with a great effort. The last knockout was quite spectacular. In the 5th round, Richard Dunn fell. So let's enjoy the last knockout of the great boxer.